someone called Tal.
Oh my god, it's going to be it, isn't it?
You can make money by selling stuff, but you can make more money by selling stuff that makes consumers feel special. Entrepreneurs are using technology to do exactly that.
This is us. Get the shot.
Hello everyone, my name is Asi.
And my name is David.
David and I are 2 of 4 friends who together made Lost My Name, a magical personalized book for children. We've taken the idea of a children's personalized book to a completely new level, and we like to think that we've created the best personalized book in the market.
So, the books are called The Little Girl Who Lost Her Name and The Little Boy Who Lost His Name. And they follow a child on a marvellous magical adventure. So this is how it works. You go to our website and you put in the name of a child. So in this case, we'll put in Emily. And then you choose boy or girl. So girl, hit preview. And we work our magic behind the scenes, choosing from our huge database of stories and illustrations. And you can see your book. So if we just open it, here she is, the little girl's woken up and, oh, her name has disappeared. So off she goes to find it. She meets an eagle who flies into the sky on his back. Then she meets a mermaid. Little girl helps her out. Next she meets an Inuit man who can't stand the cold. Next she meets a lion. And finally, a genial and very, very clever Yeti. And now all of these characters give the girl the first letter of their name. So E for eagle, M for mermaid, I for Inuit, L for lion, Y for Yeti, and hey presto, her name is found. If you like it, you order it online, we print it, and we deliver it to your door in days.
Thank you, David. Lost My Name started as a pet project. We launched it back in October last year, and since then, in 6 months, we've sold 30,000 copies of the books. We shipped them to over 60 countries in the world, and we did it with very little marketing spend. We're going to create a new exciting company that combines the power of stories with the possibility of technology to create more magical experiences for children. We're here today to invite you to join our seed investment round, and we're asking for £100,000 for 4% equity in our business.
A tall tale or a winning pitch from Asi and David. They're looking for a hefty £100,000 for just 4% of their innovative children's book. The team behind Lost My Name just have to hope they haven't already lost Peter Jones's interest.
Guys, when you were pitching it, I was sort of almost looking in the air, thinking this won't last very long. And then when you gave me these 5 books, and I opened them up and I saw my children's names in it, my brain disengaged and my heart went to mush.
That happens to a lot of people who get the books. So our success has been a lot of the word of mouth, and the feedback we get from Facebook and Twitter and bloggers is just overwhelming. The kids adore it, the parents adore reading it to the kids, and it's, yeah, I mean, word of mouth has been phenomenal for us. It's really most of our success.
It's intriguing.
Hi there, I'm Kelly. I think it's a really lovely idea. What does it cost? Each one is exactly the same? Each book, yeah.
For the customer?
Yeah, because if you have a longer name, it's going to be more pages.
Yeah, we're not going to punish people for getting longer names, or kids for getting longer names or shorter names. So the book costs exactly the same for everyone.
Which is?
Which is £18.99.
18?
£18.99.
Okay.
What's your turnover today?
We turned over £460,000 today.
£460,000 today?
Yeah.
Just selling those books?
6 months, yeah.
Wow. Just can't believe you made that much money for one book.
investment, £250,000 from a venture capitalist. But that creates a problem. It leaves little room for the Dragons to negotiate on equity. Peter Jones wants to explore this investment conundrum.
You did say 4%, didn't you?
Yeah.
Which was almost terrifying. So you've obviously seen Dragon's Den on television, have you?
Yeah.
And watched it. I like to think that one of the big things about what we do here is that we're investors on one side, but at the same time, we do like to negotiate quite hard. You realise that?
Yep.
Yeah. We also like to, if we like the idea, we want to put our money up, we quite like to get as much share of that business. And it's not suggesting for 1 minute we could possibly be greedy. However, we do like to get the best deal possible. So my question to you is, if you have a venture capitalist that's invested £250,000 at 10%, I clearly understand why you're pitching for £100,000 at 4%, but would you be able to negotiate a higher percentage share than 4%? And how would the VC feel?
I'm afraid that the valuation is fixed.
Yeah.
We've raised most of the fund. We cannot really negotiate the equity.
A dogged attempt by Peter Jones to see if the entrepreneurs will budge on the 4% share on offer has come to nothing. Kelly Hoppen has made up her mind.
If you had been able to move on the percentage, I would have invested in this today because it's right up my street and I know I could have brought something to the table with you guys and what you're doing. You know, I'm going to watch out for you and I wish you luck, but unfortunately, I'm out.
Thank you very much.
Guys, I'm going to tell you where I am. I think it's lovely. I think the illustrations are lovely. I actually think it's expensive for a softback book. I'd be really pleased with the book. Then I feel a bit...
10,000.
Maybe it doesn't feel quite as...
Yay! Yes! And we're still up! We're still up!
terribly engaged or excited by it. I can tell you really quickly.
Fucking hell.
Guys, it's a really big ask to make a decision on a non-negotiable basis whether, however good the idea is, to invest £100,000 for 4%. It'll be interesting to see in 5 years' time whether £100,000 for 4% could have got a return. But it's just too rich for me to make that jump. I'm going to say that I'm out, but wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
A further blow for the publishing innovators. Only Duncan Bannatyne and Piers Linney remain. Will their early enthusiasm for the money-making potential of these books overcome Assy and David's fixed share structure?
What do you want from a dragon, apart from £100,000 for 4%? What do you think a dragon can add?
Expertise.
Well, I think there's going to be two key things. Opening doors. Again, just cut the time that will take me to go into Selfridges and John Lewis and all the major retailers. And obviously,
Can't your venture capitalists do that?
to a degree, but I'm sure that you guys can probably do the same, only quicker. And equally, the PR element of having one of you guys on.
So what's that worth? So what's that worth?
Let me just finish this a minute.
Honestly,
Piers, let me just finish this a minute. Just,
Duncan,
let
go
me
ahead.
just come back to a minute. Let me finish a minute. So you said opening doors into the shops. I just don't see how your ventures capitalists can't do that. But and if they can't, and you're therefore getting an extra benefit from a dragon, why aren't you offering us a better deal?
We're just not in a position to do it right now.
See, that's one of the problems. You've got a venture capitalist investor already, and he's now stopping you doing something that you would have done before you took his investment. So that's one of the problems when you get people like that investing in you. And I think it just complicates it so much. I think this is a great book, and I wish you the very, very best of luck with it. But it's not an investment for me. Not at 4% for £100,000. I'm going to have to say good luck, but I'm out.
Thank you.
Piers Linney is the only dragon still in the game. Could his strong background in finance and in technology help him find a way through this deadlock?
I'm still getting my head around the business. So you've got a VC, a venture capitalist interested. So you've got other investors, the private individuals. What kind of terms are they getting?
The angels are getting ordinary shares, like us. And
So what's the VC getting that isn't ordinary shares?
a preferred shares.
Because the issue you've come in with a structure. And no matter how creative I try and be now, I'm going to struggle to work around that structure.
Be creative and put an offer in.
Do you think it's in any way possible you could go back to the VCs and say to them, a dragon will invest if you also take ordinary shares? Or are they hung up on their preference?
I don't have the answer for that.
Another question is, would you guys entertain a slightly lower valuation, say a 5% investment, equity rather than 4%? Would you take that on board and accept that?
We will be happy to consider another 1% if you are coming on our advisory board and bringing the value, bringing the attention that we need.
I'll make you an offer. 5%, all the money, 100 grand, but all your investors on this round take ordinary shares, and the terms I get are no different to the VCs.
Obviously, I wouldn't be able to answer that question right now.
If you don't think you can deliver that, there's no point in wasting my time. If you think you can, there's a potential, and you're interested, then maybe there's a deal.
We definitely want to explore that option.
Listen,
I'm interested in
are
that.
you going to take away the offer I made or not? You don't quite
Piers,
convinced.
you know they cannot agree to change
No,
the
okay,
terms with the, but you know
Just
they
finish it.
can't.
You don't look as convinced.
You know they
Right.
cannot
I'm
agree
I'm
to
the writer
change.
here,
You're
so...
out. Listen,
Yeah,
let me
but
finish.
you've got
Let
to
me
do
finish.
something
Deborah,
that
you're out.
concludes.
You're out.
Yeah, but this isn't
Well,
fair.
let me
They
conclude
cannot
then.
possibly agree
Well,
to
let me
change
conclude.
the terms.
Because are you interested? You don't look as keen. If you're not, there's no point taking it away.
It's not that. I'm the writer, so when it comes to talking about this
Fine,
sort of
okay.
complexity, I'm
So you'll
just...
defer to your... So are we going to take that away?
I accept your offer subject to our other shareholders agreeing to the deal.
Great. Well done, guys.
After some shrewd negotiating with some spiky input from a fellow dragon, Piers Linney makes Den history, exchanging such a large amount of cash for the smallest ever stake in a business.
Bit of an odd one because they can't possibly agree for their VCs. You can't do it.
Well, they might do.
But the entrepreneurs are more optimistic.
It would be amazing to have Piers on board. I want to believe that we can work it out with the other shareholders and actually seal that deal.
Well, I am happy to report that Assi and David's other investors did accept Piers Linney's conditions, and the deal has gone through. That's it from the Den, but if you want to join the conversation about tonight,